it's one of my pet peeves when it comes to these assessments is some people go, oh, well, my personality assessment tells me I'm this, and that's why
Mhm,
I did this, so that's my excuse. That's who I am.
mhm,
I can't change. That's why the results are the way they are. And they tend to use the results of a personality test as an excuse or as justification as to why they're not able to do something. Whereas personally, I believe that a personality test, as you said, if there's a gap in between the
mhm,
results and what personality test says, you should be able to utilize this and go, that's now my weakness. I should be able to work
mhm.
harder on this to get me closer to this goal. And that's why there's that gap,
Exactly.
which is, I think, very, very important in these assessments, is that you actually provide that help, that coaching, that what do you call it, that advice to help people bridge that gap to get them closer to that goal. Now, if that goal was not actually what their goal, what they really actually wanted, then you're able to help them adjust that goal to be what they actually want that is more achievable now because their goals were misaligned in a way
Mhm.
because their personality test shows that way, which I think is so important. Now, when it comes to helping organizations and implementing this into their organizations, how have you found FACET 5 help with regards to HR, hiring,
Mhm.
putting out the right messages out there to find and attract the right employees and all that kind of stuff. How has that changed the game for employers?
Mhm. It's very good question in what we are doing because mostly we are working with HR departments. And when we would like to show what FACET 5 is, we are speaking probably in most cases with boards, but our target audience is HR departments. So most of the time we are working with them and we are giving them the right tools, the right technology, the right knowledge to deliver processes and also to be sure that by the end of the day, your decision is based on facts, numbers, statistics, and also you're not guessing. You know why you are doing this, why this decision has to be made. Yes. And our certification programs are designed to give you all the information and all the knowledge how to do that. It's not like, this is a tool for experts only and you have to, have a certification to understand what's written in the report. You can read the report. It's very easy. It's very it was designed for business. So you don't need a certification to read the report. You need the certification to work with the tool and to know all the possibilities. It's, like driving a sport car. So HR departments or HR people are like drivers to those sport cars. So they know how to ride and also how to um, mm, work on our tool. And basically every decision starting from recruitment, selection, team building, changes in organization, leadership, and so on, is based on facts, numbers, statistic, and also reports. Because for every level of organization, starting from individual, I mean, when I'm working, for example, with you, I can tell you what are your strengths, what are your risks, what are your frustrations, sometimes challenges, what are your real talents and business potential is. But then when I'm working with your team and the people you are working on a daily basis, then we can move to the next level, which is a team level, and what's going on in your environment. Um, what are the, I mean, positions for people, like, like in a team. Who should do what and why, and also what are the risks, I mean, conflicts and things like that.
Yeah.
So this is beautiful to design what will happen to create changes and to be sure that everyone is happy. And after that, we are working on a global level or company level when you can analyze all the data they gathered in the system. Let's say I'm working with a company that have 1,000 employees. When I have profiles of the employees, now I can take a look at the data and I can predict what people will do. But as you said, um, we very often people want to change something. but very rare is that they want to change their personality, which is quite hard. But they can easily change the behaviors when they know how to do that. So they know their personality profile. Now they understand how to use it and how to change behaviors on a daily basis to get the results. So it's like a manifestation formula. We are using this starting from your thoughts leads to emotions, your emotions leads to actions, and your actions leads to result. And every component of this formula we are measuring. So for example, you are not sitting in your head and I don't know what you are thinking, but I can measure how creative you are or how assertive you are, something which it's not so obvious, as especially when you are learning at school, for example, and or even in university. So that was also one of the answers to your question. So when you are a young person, like 16 or 17, and you have such opportunity to fulfill a questionnaire and have the report, I think this is the best to young person to give him or her as valuable gift as that, because now the young person can understand what to do and to have fun in life, not to to fight with himself and to reinvent every 2 or 3 years to the next thing. Okay, I'm now looking for something next because I'm bored, or or I'm not feeling this is a good job for me or good position.
4, 5. So the word is mirror.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if you were to use mirror as a metaphor for success, how is success like a mirror?
Okay. So mirror, as when you can take a look at the mirror, doesn't mean you are a specific way, because when you are working on data, we have descriptions. It's like you may be seen as. It's not like you are. So during the way in your life, you can change. For example, when you are young, you are looking a little bit different when you are, let's say, 60 or something like that. So all your life, you are changing. It's not like it's written on the stone, and this is a mirror. Remember, and it's reflecting yourself at the each stage of your life. It's not one for all life, your whole life, but it's you are changing, and your, let's say, picture in yourself in the mirror is also changing. So be aware that you can adjust and you can work on yourself to be the best version of yourself. And when you can uh, actually, it's like I'm not sure if you heard that from Arnold Schwarzenegger. That was one of things that I remember, that if you close your eyes, that's the person which you can see reflects on the person you can see on the mirror. And when it's the same, that's fantastic. So mirror for me, it's like it's a tool. It's not like if I like myself or I not liking myself. It's more working on myself, mm, and you can change everything. So it's, for me, for example, it was self-awareness, and it's all started from working with FACET 5, and then working with coaches. But I'm not talking about now working with people that are in different levels, for example, than you, but people who have the things that you would like to have in future. So they are the best of the best in what they do, and that's when I was in 2013. For example, I was in Milan, Italy. I was inside the room with 900 different people from all countries in the world, and I was watching Joel Roberts from the stage. He was, on the stage, and he was doing magical things like interviewing people. And I wish to myself, one day I will be working with this guy.
Mm.
And this happens 10 years later. So, I'm working directly with him. He's one of my coaches, and I also have two more. So like JT Fox, for example, and also one in my Polish market. I'm working with Tomasz Kamel. However, looking at the mirror is to create the best version of yourself, if this makes sense to you.
Awesome. Nicely done. So that's how success is like a mirror.